Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. I thought today while I was doing my laundry, and I apologize for the noise and in town, I would do a quick video. First, a couple announcements. GypsyWitchCreations.com is up and running. It's much different than it was before. It's more of like an art gallery, but you can purchase by contacting me, and I have my contact information there, or you can come see me in person. What I'm working on now is getting an itinerary for the spring and summer. I'm going to try to be at different craft fair events, and I will have a calendar on GypsyWitchCreations.com as to where I'm going to be. So if I'm in your area, please stop by and see me. I would really love that. Let's see, what else? Oh, Patreon. Please, I would really, really love to be getting my Patreon going. I have a lot of fun things going on there. You do have to be more into the woo-woo stuff and art. I hate calling it woo-woo. Esoteric stuff, thank you. Yeah, that was good. The esoteric stuff and art. It's about my art more and esoteric. We're going to be having question and answer night live. Answers will be coming from the spirit realm, not me. It could be about anything. Let's see. Prizes. You can win prizes from GypsyWitchCreations.com, a piece of my art. And we will be having drawings for a free reading on Zoom, or if you're in my area, since I move around so much. We could do it in person. Stuff like that. And more stuff is coming, but I need patrons to be able to do it. So if you could please get over there and become a patron. It will be a lot of fun. Let's see, is there anything else? I am in Quartzsite, Arizona at 960 West Main Street until March. I'm not sure the exact date. It all depends on what I get on my itinerary next for where I'm going to be, what craft fair I'm going to be at, what event. So that's that. So I've been thinking about this. And who brought this? Was it Aunt Lee? Yeah, it was Aunt Lee. My Aunt Lee, who's in the spirit realm, she's my great aunt. We were talking about something, and she brought up, because this is an issue that bothers me a lot with the way today's society is, the Bible verse. I believe it's in Matthew, where Jesus said that God even clothes the flowers. So why wouldn't he take care of us? Now this makes sense. However, anytime I ever heard a pastor preach on it, and which was very rare, it was always about he'll provide you money. But did anybody ever consider that when the Creator God created this planet, just like every other species on this planet, including flowers, plants, birds, mammals, fish, everything was already provided. So why not us? And I don't believe God loves us and values us more than any other being in this universe. That also is a fallacy. But what Jesus was actually saying is everything was already here, and it still is. Lack is an illusion that the elite created to control us. You know, I always talk about fear is the best way to control us. And they usually use the fear of death, because that seems to be every human, almost all humans' biggest fear is the fear of death, but also money, the fear of being without. But there's no reason for it. Why would a loving God create a universe or even a single planet where one of her creations is without? Now, I'm not going to say nobody has to work to live. Even the animals do. They go out in the harvest, hunt, forage, whatever. We used to do the same thing when we knew that whatever we needed was provided already. That's the extent of the work. It was never meant to be we go out and work for somebody else, or even work for ourselves, overworking. I don't believe the majority of our life was ever supposed to be working, and it is. Most of the time we're working for other people for, it's an energy, I guess, but a substance that is actually valueless. It only has the value we place on it. And the very fact, well, inflation, oh, let's create more money, which creates more inflation, you got to question that. Everything was already here. Working towards that, working to make ends meet. And then what happens? The powers that be, the governments, they take half your money that you earn. Did Jesus really mean that? No. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Money is a concept of the physical realm. It was never meant to be when the Creator created this planet or anything else in this universe. We created that. We came up with that as a mass consensus. It's about time we change that. Now, I know most people think we can't live without money. Well, our ancestors did in the way, way distant past. Why can't we now? Modern times are does not necessarily mean advanced. Okay? Now, I'm not saying there are not good things about modern times, but there are things that are more of a regression with modern times, especially spiritually. So, when you are allowing, and we all do it, the entire mass consensus on planet Earth has allowed the elite, the upper echelon, the powers that be to control us with fear of death and money. Now, today's video is about money. That's called slavery. We're their slaves. We pass at least half our money on to them. And any money that's created, they're laundering down, and by the time it gets to the bottom where we are, it's valueless. Okay, they're I'm going to say it, fucking with us, okay? And it's been going on for a very long time. But there was a time, there was no money, not even bartering. I think bartering was probably the prelude to money. But there used to be, and I think even in Native American cultures, in the recent past, I'm going to say like a couple generations ago, it's more of it's called gifting, not gifting, but a gift society or a gift economy. That's the term I heard. Gift economy. Somebody gives you something and you use it, you keep it, you value it for a while, and then you pass it on. That's gift economy. It's kind of like pay it forward, like we say today. The difference is this isn't necessarily an act of kindness. It is just the way people survived. Everybody comes into their lives with certain talents and abilities, okay? And I mean everybody. I can't stand people being made to believe they don't have talents or value. It really pisses me off. So everybody does for a purpose. One, it's to elevate us, our vibrational frequency, make us feel good about ourselves. But what we have come in with contributes to the community. And that's how they were supposed to work. You just give it to the community. And everybody does that, and the community, everybody has everything they need. Excuse me. So that's what Jesus meant. It's already there, people. Okay, maybe you make your clothes yourself, or somebody does. They contribute that to the society. It's kind of like, all right, let's look at it this way. In the town I live in, where I am now, Quartzite, there is, connected with the food pantry, a place called Carol's Closet. Now, for people who qualify, once a month you can go into this store and pick out a few things for free. Somebody contributed that. Somebody who no longer needed it. It's the same concept. When we can get away from corporate government, first of all, I want to get away from government altogether. I think if you have your own small individual communities, everybody can take care of themselves in their community. Big government was the biggest mistake we ever made. Anyways, it's the same thing, that gifting. Somebody used it for a while, still in good condition, passed it out of Carol's Closet, and then whoever needed come in and get what they needed. That's the way a gifting economy works. Sorry about that. And that's the way it should be. Now, when it comes to food and natural resources, natural from God, from the Creator, natural from God, natural resources, It's already there. There's no reason for all this expense. The big wigs making a huge profit. Well, we are left here to figure out how the hell we're going to feed ourselves. Another thing, big corporate not markets, grocery stores, go back. If you do the best you can. Small family businesses. That's what I try and do whenever I can. There's 2 small markets here that I get my food from. A lot of people say, well, why don't you drive the 45 minutes into Parker to go to Walmart and get your food? It's cheaper. Well, first of all, gas is so expensive. By the time I get to Parker, well, I already spent the money I would going to, I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's hard to tell. Oh, yeah, let me go this way. This is one of them, if you could see it. Roadrunner Market right across the street, and Coyote Fresh right up the street. Great. They're small. But those are the things we have to go back to, supporting each other. And that's the beginning of getting back to who we were meant to be. God has provided everything we need without money, without having to work for someone else. And that I don't feel going back to that or going back to purchasing from family farms, which I love. When I find one, I purchase there. That's not a regression. That's going spiritually forward. In other words, we are acknowledging our Creator God provided everything we need already. We don't need this thing called money. We don't have to hand it over to the governments and the powers that be. It's already there, and then we help each other. My grandmother, a great seamstress, contribute to the, you do that, contribute that way. An artist, even a psychic medium, if you have psychic ability, psychic healing, energy healing, oh my God, that's so needed. Natural healing, somebody who knows how to forage, teach everybody else, good with plants, growing food. I mean, it's endless. And we all have these abilities. Each and every one of us came in with talents and abilities to contribute to our community. There is no need for these big corporations and big governments. We can take care of ourselves and hence our families and then our own communities. We got to get back to that. That's what Jesus meant. Don't you know? God, our Father, if that's the way you refer, I don't typically, but that's the way it is in the Bible, has provided for the flowers. What makes you think he hasn't provided for you? That's what Jesus meant. Not that God's going to rain money down on you. Why should he? Because everything is already here. We don't need the money. That's where I wanted to go with that one. Aunt Lee, thank you. She said, you're welcome, honey. That was a great one. When she told me that, I was like, oh, I got to talk about that. That is so true. So thank you, Aunt Lee. Aunt Lee Correo, my great aunt, married to my Uncle Carl. Yeah, thank you for that one, everybody. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one. I have to go switch my laundry load.